Hello, everyone from Nova Scotia, Canada. I'm Liz.
I'm Isaac.
We are Vibe Living Travel. We left the United States 16 days ago to travel the world full time with our daughters.
6 and 10.
So we have worked our way across Canada and we wanted to start out our first YouTube long form video with a little bit of background documentary style, I guess.
Yeah, because this is basically a documentary. Certain questions we hear as we go through, there's ways to be able to take advantage of this, and there's always opportunity.
First part of this video is going to be a interview that was done by my friend before we left the States, and it goes into a lot of detail about how we're going to do this.
We do want to thank everyone that helped us set up, that stopped by and supported us with the yard sales. Because without you guys, we wouldn't have been able to get here in the time that we did. We hit it right on the button, and we just want to show our appreciation. Thank you.
And thank you so much, especially to our friend Mary, who helped so much with the yard sale.
Thank you.
4 or 5 times she came over and was helping so much with us and folding and
donation loads
stuff to Goodwill and just going through and sorting. And she's just a very good organizer and somebody that I needed with me. And she was such a huge help. So thank you to her. Thank you to our friend Maria, who did a lot of the content you're going to see in this video. And she also was a big supporter of us and helped us throughout the way, helped me clean when I was completely overwhelmed.
So thanks to everyone that stopped by. Thanks for all the texts.
When we playing this video back, we were like, why does our daughter Elena look so mean through the whole thing? So I just wanted to premise this by saying we did this on a super long week. We've been just working. Both of our girls were completely exhausted. So
funny.
Yeah. Hi guys, Liz here with my family. This is Isaac and Elena and Emmy, and we are Vibe Living Travel. We are getting ready to embark on one of the probably greatest adventures of our lifetime, and Maria, our cameraman, is here today. She wanted to ask us some questions about our journey. She's been here helping us get our house decluttered and getting ready to sell all of our possessions and go on a world tour. We are going to be traveling the world for at least the next year to perhaps forever. We're not sure. So we are very excited. This is something that has been a long time in the works. We have lived in this house that we live in now for 13 years. And so it's kind of time. I know you tonight have let us clear out so much stuff and have even rehomed some of our keepsakes, and it's been a little bittersweet for me, but overall I think we're all very excited. But I know you have some actual questions for us. So
hi guys, I'm helping out tonight, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of Liz and Isaac's and the girls is in about their trip. So my first question was how did you come to this decision?
Well, originally, we had been talking about it ever since Elena was born. But 10 years in the making. So we just never felt like it was the right time. We wanted to wait till this, wait till that. And this actually was the time that we decided we wanted to do it. But what kind of pushed it over was just the way that things are going, things that our kids have to deal with nowadays. And we feel like we would like to get a better narrative and let them know that there's a bigger place than just Lansing.
Looking for more of a slower paced lifestyle, I guess just different kinds of experiences, ones that are more about family togetherness.
Intentional.
We wanted to break in here really quick and talk about how things have been going so far at 16 days in. I had figured out that the longest I'd ever been on a vacation before was about 3 weeks. That was when I was younger. So 2.5 weeks or so. It still kind of feels like vacation. So how do you feel as far as being intentional and the slower pace? I feel like we may not quite be there yet.
Right. Oh, we definitely got some learning to do.
Oh my goodness.
As far as intentional, had these big plans after we, that work. Oh, I'm going to get there and I'm going to have Spanish down in a week and, just some really outlandish things that, I can't say it's impossible, but I didn't have the structure to make it happen at the time.
To me, intentional is definitely having a overarching vision, but being present in the everyday more so, and making things special. As far as me, it was I wanted to spend more time with the girls cooking stuff. And we did do some of that already.
Right.
Like we made fresh spring rolls. We made dumplings.
Yeah.
And of course, in my mind, I was like, oh, we're going to just be like Julia Child in LA. And I didn't like think about like we're going to be like recovering from moving all of our stuff and being on this 30-day long sprint, the last 30 days, and we're going to be so tired. And so all of the things that we thought we were going to do with this first house sit didn't happen. But
it was going to be on their phones.
It's going to all be like, meditating in the garden every day. And we're not quite there.
Got a little ways to go. Was at least thought of enough to make us make the move. I'm really happy that we did make the move.
Oh my God. Every day that I wake up and I'm not in the U.S., it's a good day.
It
really is. I feel like we were listening to the radio, was it, in Hanover? And the biggest thing that had gone on there in the town that they put a radio ad out for was that people had stolen a $400 flagpole. And which I'm like, how would they even hide that? Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
All points bulletin.
Yeah.
I feel like just a weight off my neck. This is just the beginning, and I guess it's still the honeymoon phase. So
it's weird because it's the honeymoon in that we're figuring things out, but it's not the honeymoon in that everything has gone well. Not at all.
Especially with some younger girls.
We will get into
meltdowns.
more what we've dealt with. But for now, enjoy the rest of the interview.
And do you think that the country right now is going to give you what you need for your daughters, or are you taking them because you think that being outside of the U.S. right now is a better place for them?
I feel like being outside of the U.S. is a better place for us as a multicultural family, just given the current political climate. I think that probably prompted the timing more so. This was always something we had wanted to do, like Isaac said. And actually, when he had brain surgery 2 years ago, that was kind of put a fast forward on realizing this dream.
That's when we started to put dates and times, times. And this actually landed right where we planned it 2 years ago.
So we wanted to jump in real quick and talk a little bit about the other challenges that we had prior to leading up to our decision to leave at the time that we did. And we were getting very burnt out because of several things. We also had some it's like make a decision and you put it out there that this is what you want to do. Oftentimes you're met with a lot of resistance. And some people would say it's a test. Some people would say it's just you're trying to force yourself to raise your vibration, right? So you're going to be met with anything that it would get in the way of that.
Yes.
And that is what happened to us, I would say, since your brain surgery.
Yeah.
So you had your surgery in the beginning of 2023 in January.
Yep.
And at that time, we had already been dealing with another family situation for at least 2 years. And that being my aunt being diagnosed with dementia and now and slowly declining that, and me being one of the main ones to step up and have to care for her. We went through a terrible situation with her daughter. They're estranged, completely no contact, and she had 2 little girls, and there was a court case. It was just a huge thing. It was a lot for our family. And
still is to
it is. It's one of those things that just shakes you to your core, and it makes you really think about what you want your life to look like.
Right.
Because as you see the people in your life getting, or having something as like a brain surgery, it makes you really think about your own mortality and your own goals, vision, everything that you've ever wanted to do.
One of the things that stood out for our family was our Leo. He's 15 years old. Quality of life wasn't great, but he was a fighter. He was hanging on as long as we had snacks. He was there. And just so happened on Easter that he passed away. But our concern, the reason I bring that up, is we didn't know. I had to made the arrangements for her brother to take him. And we feel like it would have been so much harder to not be there when it happened. And we actually, opportunity to be present and have our final goodbyes with him. And I think that made it, step easier, then we ran into the situation with the grandma in her situation.
Yeah, grandma got really sick before we left, and being admitted to hospice, and house sits and different things. Like, couldn't really stay behind to wait. She didn't want us to.
No.
My grandma's 94 years old. She's lived a very long life. She and I have always been close. Spent a ton of time with her the last several weeks before left. She knew everything, and she knew that it was probably going to be the last time that she would see me. And
that's hard.
It is hard. So you're going to see some pictures of her and us visiting her.
She's a firecracker still, though. So don't.
She's still hanging
don't
out
count
there.
her out.
She's still there.
She's a firecracker. So
just a lot of medical things that we've been dealing with to get a diagnosis for Emmy, our youngest daughter, who's had lots of with her stomach, and we touch on this in a little bit, I think.
Yes.
We just have had a lot of things go on over the last couple of years that we started to kind of plan together as to how we were going to do this.
Just kept lining up. The people that we thought were going to have the most issue with it didn't.
Liz, you were telling me that you've kind of with a plan for your travels and how you're going to afford everything.
We have a house rental property that we were going to consider continuing to rent out, but we've actually decided to sell it because our tenants moved out and it was just a good time to put it on the market, the way we see the market going. And we have our house rented now to somebody that I know very well and I trust, and I'm very happy the way that all turned out, because it's like, as soon as we made this decision, things kind of fell into place with how they were supposed to. And a lot of the decision was because I got these house sits where I'm going to be house sitting for people. That is a way also that we're going to be saving money.
Yeah, you've got a lot of little jobs that are kind of you can do while you're on the road.
Yes.
And you're really out thinking this whole process to where you are going to have an income for your travels, which is so smart. So how are you going to manage, is you're going to be making money from your rental, you're going to be doing little side hustles on the road.
Yep.
And then,
well, she also owns a real estate transaction coordination business. I'm still going to be doing real estate from afar. So what do you think about us going on a trip?
Feels weird being away from our house and on a big trip. I'm kind of but I'm also excited to places because we've mainly only stayed in the U.S. and we've only gone to few places. So the world would be fun.
do you have a place that you're excited to see in each country, or is there something that stands out?
France, Paris.
And what
Some
about
fun.
you? Do you have a special place you want to go to?
Costco.
Oh, Costco is a good choice. We have a lot of different options there.
So the entire time, Emmy has been like, I want to go to Costco. And we're like, what is her obsession with Costco? Let's go there as a family. But we were asking her, where you want to go on our big trip? She would be like, I want to go to Costco. And we're like, we have one in our town. We finally figured out that she has met Mexico
The whole time.
the entire time that she has been saying Costco. She means Mexico. So that's finally figured that out. So that was, we just thought that was pretty funny.
You guys all have a lot planned, and you're going to do homeschooling, you said.
Yep.
And you're going to
At least the ideal is, these best laid plans and the hypothetical. We'll see how it actually unfolds. We're obviously going to have to do some kind of schooling for the girls, but
in certain areas, if we stay a little bit longer, we've looked into certain programs that allow children to go to school. They're part of the Worldschooling program.
Yeah.
We just pay a fee per month, and they get to actually go and participate in school and be around other children. So it's not completely just going to be just us four against the world.
Yeah.
It's going to be a part of the culture that we hope, and a lot of friends that we hope to make.
Yeah, schooling is a big community of us that are kind of for something a little bit different. Do with our children. And so there is a Worldschooling hub in our program they're doing in Oaxaca, Mexico, around Los Muertos, which is where we will be.
So wouldn't you say even going on this trip is like an educational experience?
Oh,
really?
absolutely.
For all of us. I'm trying to learn Spanish.
Yeah.
We hope to learn French, things like that. Different foods that aren't so much available here, and things that are in our food right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when you want to get started, but they're
yeah.
illegal in other countries, so that just means we're going to be places that it's not even going to be available to us.
Yeah, one of our big motivations is she has problems with her tummy, and we feel like it's because of the stuff that's in the foods, or maybe like an allergy to something, and we haven't been able to figure it out.
And
We've been to
then
so many
looking at
doctors.
electronics too, we're just like every other USA parent. Yeah, hey, here's the phone because I have to work and I have to hustle and I have to bustle. We don't want to do that so much anymore. In the day, they used to sleep till everybody was ready to get up and then have breakfast together and didn't have so many distractions or worries so much.
And outside until dark.
Most of us have scars and stuff that kids don't even have nowadays. You have experiences that they experience through a phone to keep them safe because they've struck so much fear in the parents nowadays.
Well, the kids are having a lot of anxiety too about just being out in the real world. It's
then the stuff that they watch on the phones as well. You'd like to think we can control what they see every time, but who knows?
So I'm really excited for you guys, and I think this is an awesome and amazing experience. I really feel like we're all going to be watching and just seeing what you're doing all the time, and that's just...
What are you most excited for?
Yes, she's nervous and excited about that. It's so fun, though. It is.
Well, I'm excited for you. I think we all are, and I hope everything, and I know you guys are going to be amazing. It's all going to be good. But I hope and pray for you guys.
What are you most excited for?
Seeing the Eiffel Tower.
Having this video be over.
Here.
And it sounds like you guys have a lot to look forward to. I mean, probably a lot. But you guys have a wonderful time. And I will be looking forward to what comes next.
I think.
Awesome. So we hope you guys enjoyed that interview. We thought it really encapsulated what our purpose was and what we were doing all of this for, and kind of motivation, and then the how too. So the next part of this is going to give you kind of montage vlog style of all of our leading up to probably the last week or so of being in the United States, as well as our first week at our house sit. So we kind of together, I think purpose just because we were exhausted through the whole 2 weeks. So the week that it took to work our asses off, and then the week after to recover felt like one thing.
Yes. Yes.
It was definitely a blur. And it was so funny is that I had, again, all these best laid intentions, and I'm going to talk about them in the videos as I'm making them. A lot of those shit didn't happen.
Right.
So that's just how it goes.
Right.
Enjoy.
3 more days of school.
Bye. Hot. So it's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm just now leaving my house. I've been there all day painting because we were leaving the United States to long-term travel in 3 days, a very short number of days. And so I have been just like working, that every task fills the time allowed. Well, this is no exception. So we're back over to my aunt and uncle's right now to rest, and then we are going to be back at it tomorrow painting and finishing up the last minute details to get it ready for our renter. And then we are off. Ready to go. Crazy. Everything is gone and ready for our... So we need to talk a little bit about how the last couple of days went, because we thought we were going to leave on Saturday and go to my mom's house, come back and drive all the way across the other side of the state to get into Ontario. And we realized on Saturday that there was no way in hell we were going to get what we needed to done in order to go. My mom's. We had been, staying at my aunt and uncle's, which they were so nice to let us to stay and set up a little space so that if we do go back for a reason to visit or whatever, we have a little kind of apartment.
It's
there.
Really cool.
It is really cool. But they are kind of the keepers of our stuff. And so we were, moving stuff back and forth all day and just working ourselves to the bone. I was painting. I was completely covered in paint. We had so much stuff to do. So my mom called me on Saturday and she's like, if you guys are totally buried, you don't have to come all the way over here, and we'll just bring, because they had our oldest daughter, Elena. We'll just bring Elena back. We'll meet up and we'll go to dinner. All right, we're here, our last day at our house. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? My stepdad. So that's how we did it. And we were like up until we were ready to like drive to, we were working. Yeah. And so we were like a little bit late for dinner. So we one of our favorite places in Lansing, Paisanos. We had a great meal. Yes. We talked, we laughed, we had a great time. We went over to see my grandma one more time. We went to see my dad, my father, on Father's Day. Went to see him and my stepmom Gail. And then we went to see my uncle Rick, who is a special person in our lives and has done a lot for us over the years.
A huge father figure.
Very much.
He gets
so.
the title too.
Yeah, for sure. Hi, we're here to see Joyce Lynn.
Look again. Motor was burned out.
Can I go upstairs?
Close. It's happening. All right.
Welcome
Here we are.
to Ontario, Canada. The Canadian border, around midnight or so?
Midnight, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. We had a hotel in Sarnia that I'd rented, and so we went over the bridge, got through the customs.
A huge ship. It was a sweet little place tucked away. So it was a really awesome experience, and the feeling that we had when we made it, it was still a surreal experience. Still is. For sure. We were just like go to right away. Like we were wired. Oh my God, we did it. We finally did it. Like we got out of the United States. Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. We're actually in Canada and we're exhausted.
Oh my God. It's last week has just been like a complete sprint. From the time,
I seriously didn't think we was gonna make it.
From the time the girls got out of school to today, it's been what? A week and 2 days. Yeah. It's been a week and 2 days. It feels like we just have been running full speed the entire time, like marathon.
Yeah, and thanks who came to the yard sales and the votes of confidence and the prayers. We appreciate it all, and we definitely going to appreciate future support. But we're so tired. The whole reason I said I'm exhausted is because of how hard we work to get this done and to be able to make it here. We have cuts and bruises. I know,
and we are like, really,
it's like we bounced.
We got into it with our house, and the house may have won at this point. We have to recover.
We did whip it into shape, though. We whipped it into shape.
We were good. Got us back a couple times.
But it is about 1 o'clock in the morning, and we're tired and cannot go to sleep because of the excitement and it's like we have shit. All right, well,
I did take a shower for the first time in like 4 days.
These got their own little
tired and wired too.
Yeah, tired and wired. Say hi. All right, we are definitely in a really cool place next to a really cool big ship in the water. But thank you once again. Subscribe, follow, and let's make this just wild.
What? At the 5K. How many did you drink during the 5K? So you ran the entire thing in your crop. You don't like it? But does it taste good?
What, the muffin?
She said it doesn't smell good, but it tastes good.
No one can change her mind.
Welcome to our first house sit. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh my goodness. Hey guys. We are settling in, you guys. We have 2 little kitties here to watch, Buddy and Hopper. But check out this kitchen. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. So beautiful. Going through to the TV room.
Mom loves to go outside.
Hopper is our other kitty.
No, the cat that is outside.
Oh.
The black and white.
Yeah, Cheyenne.
Yeah, Cheyenne.
That kidding. We wanted to break in real quick and talk a little bit about house sitting because a lot of people have questions about house sitting. In fact, when we were at dinner the night we left, I feel like that's like the main thing we talked about was house sitting. So we go through a service called Trusted Housesitters, and what you do is you pay a fee. They do a background check on you, and you get it for whatever, I guess, and then you can apply for sits, and they have them all over the world. It's actually a company that was founded in the UK, and so they have them lots over there, but they also have a lot in Canada, and so we were looking for these. I don't even know where I heard about it, but I got on a whim. I just was like, let me look to see what's out there, because this is a great way to save money on travel. Because it's free. You sit for them and take care of their animals and plants and all of the things that they need you to do. And there's varied skill levels. Like I'm sure there's people that take care of horses and all different kinds of stuff. So we found this one that was on this like geo farm. And oh my God, this thing is so cool. It was so beautiful. And I just fell in love with it. I'm like, oh, I'm signing up for this. Completely manifested it. Yes. So I had the interview with the lady, and she and I hit it off really, really well. And I got the house set. I got the one that I wanted. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was awesome because we don't have any like reviews or anything like that. I did hook up my Airbnb to the Trusted House Sitter site so they could look at my Airbnb reviews, which shows that I'm not like a total slob, whatever. But so I looked for a couple more, and I think I applied, I think like 5.
Yeah.
And interviews for 2, and the 2 we had interviews for, we got both of them. First one was right at the beginning. Which is the one that we're in the middle of right now in this video. So we had to take care of 2 cats, Buddy and Hopper, and then their outdoor cat, which was like more like a stray. So apparently Buddy and Cheyenne were bestie stray cats, and the family adopted Buddy and brought him in to be an indoor cat. So there was a very strict protocol as to how we were to handle Buddy. And and we did a good job, okay? Great. Despite the girls, everything. So
all the way.
The way they had it set up was that there was like a laundry room that went into the laundry room and then the outside door. So we were to always close the laundry room door so that Buddy could not get in, because he was a stray cat and he would want to go and get out.
Hopper likes to go outside.
Yeah.
She would be let outside. So I would leave the door open each morning because we get good about closing the first door.
Yeah.
And making sure that Buddy didn't escape. So she would go outside and kind of meander and our door open until she could just get back in when she was ready. So that's where I made I can't really mistake because it was just, how it was set up, I guess, but
it was a series of unfortunate events.
Right at the very end.
The morning that we were leaving, which was supposed to be a good luck day.
Yes.
And I was so mad. Buddy escaped the house. He came back. Let's just put that out there at the very beginning, okay? Yes. I mean, that's his food and all of the things. So, and it's happened before, but we felt terrible. We didn't end up getting going until like 4 hours, 5 hours later. After we thought. So we were so late getting into, where did we stay? Quebec City? Yeah.
So it wasn't like a 2-day, 3-day.
Yeah, no.
Nothing horrible. It felt that horrible.
It felt very horrible. And therefore, we have learned a lot from that experience.
And we are grateful for their grace because it could have been prevented.
Yes.
And learn, that was our first experience. It was one of the most luxurious experiences and the most traumatic.
Stressful. Very, very.
At the time.
And I had to chase a raccoon off there too. That was another thing.
Fish in the pond.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we fish as well.
Yeah. So we have another house set later this summer. We'll get into that more, but we won't be letting any animals out that are not supposed to be out.
Lesson learned.
And here we have a yoga studio. We're going to be doing yoga as a family. Did we ever do yoga as a family? Somewhat.
Yeah. Well, once. It was sporadic.
love being like in the big and more like just laying on the hard floor.
That was
I was
more
like,
so
my
what it
back
was.
felt so
Stretching.
good. I was like using the bolsters. I was like, yeah, like stretching.
not
No, I did maybe like a couple of salutations and then
Well,
a
our
lot of
6-year-old coached us
stretching.
in a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was yoga studio. Like
Definitely
without
not
it
what
going.
she had it set up for.
Yeah, that my hypothetical.
So that is this, and then the girls have their own little room down the way. Oh, okay. The kitchen there, so we'll have to do it. That's the room tour. Oh, I think we're gonna go back and I think we're gonna meet Buddy.
Let's just submit it on his favorite. Thinking radishes and sweet. I never would have thought shielding it like that from the sun. Perfect. Great. Dang, some good spaces. Of course, I didn't wear any. I don't even know about. Did I bring my toe shoes?
How about like?
No, I don't know what's up. Do I have these shoes? I thought I brought some.
Here's our room in Quebec City that we got with credit card coins. Love that for me. It's cute. Oh, you guys are. Oh, except for Emma got her way in first. Wait a minute. How do we turn this light on? Get that lamp, Elena. This is cute. Here. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll lamp it. I like that though. Ambient, soft, cute.
Yes.
Nice. And then a privacy curtain. Hey, and bye.
Hello.
Hello, King. I know. Yeah. That's the stir, that it wouldn't be just like a bunch of powder on the top. Diamonds.
It's like they know you.
We've made it this far. Thank you so much for enjoying our first, week of our trip. Our trip around the world. This went from getting ready to leave and getting packed up. So it's probably more like a 2-week, I would say.
Really wild.
Yeah. And then all the way into our first house sit. So how we made the transition. So we want to, again, just thank everybody so much. We really could not have done this without the support and everything of our families. And
super shout out to Andrew.
Yeah, my brother Andrew helped us a bunch.
Last but not least.
Yeah, and all of our neighbors. You guys have been amazing through this whole process. Like you guys, our community really came together for us, I think, in our whole neighborhood, and came to our yard sales multiple times that we had them to just like try to support us a little more. So
shout out to Nene. She came every single day of
every time we were like one of those people who we had the perpetual yard sale because we sold literally. I mean, we have stuff left, but a lot of it got sold.
Oh
so,
man, surprisingly. But
anyway, so thank you so much, everyone, and we hope you enjoyed our first long YouTube video. Take care from Nova Scotia.